Up. Good. The great and amazing Sharia is here. Is that the way as you spell your name? You pronounce your name?
Yeah. Yes, that's a correct.
Okay, great. And we're gonna have fun reviewing your CV. So you want to get into management consulting? You want to get into the treadmill?
Yes, sir.
Good. Here comes the CV. Let me see. Up. And can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Well, first of all, thanks for submitting it. You've got a 2-page CV.
Yeah.
In the US, it's 1 page. That's the rule.
Okay.
First of all, but that's something small. So let's go into looking at this. First of all, when I look at your CV, I have a hard time reading it. I
Okay.
go over it, and you know the way when I get CVs, I just glance at them. I just look. Does something sort of jump at me that I want to read? Otherwise, I'm just okay, yeah. Let's go into. I'll show it to you on the full picture. That's sort of a lot of text and a lot of bullet points. And essentially, you're asking me to figure out what I want to read here. Okay? And the first thing about management consulting is we never ask our clients to do any of the thinking themselves. Okay? So, and what you want to do in the CV is you want to demonstrate that you are able to do the same. Yeah? That you're able to craft a document that is so easy to read and so convincing that they just say, wow, amazing. This is the guy we wanted. Yeah, because tomorrow, if you join management consulting, you're supposed to go in and craft documents for clients, and they have to say, oh, wow, now we get it. And that's a game you have to learn, and this is the first test. So typically, people starting to write their CVs, they think that writing the CV is pulling together the best of what they've done in their life, and then the reader will figure out what story is behind this. I mean, here you've done amazing stuff, but you're asking me to do the thinking. So it makes sense to tailor CVs to the kinds of jobs you want to get into. And if you want to go into management consulting, you're gonna tailor it to management consulting, and you're gonna lift out the stories that fit into management consulting perfectly and leave away the other stuff. Yeah, you craft a story that jumps at the reader. So let's look at this. Hey, one thing before that, I think that the formatting in general, there's still stuff messed up. Might be an old version I have here.
Yes. I've texted you yesterday that I may have sent you the previous version, which was not completely edited.
Oh, okay. And especially be careful. There's line spacing differences and sort of alignment differences, and that's absolute no-goes. But let's not go into this stuff. You can do this.
Okay. Yeah.
This sort of, I'll give you a bit of what's going on in my mind. Yeah. I start reading this and I go like, okay, computer engineer, worked at TikTok. Okay. As an intern, and at Baby Chakra as an intern, and some leadership stuff. and then there was some leadership stuff. That's I told you I'll be brutally honest. Yeah.
Yes.
This is what's going on in my mind. And if I still pay attention, then I'd go in and say, hey, there's a Kevin joining us. Hi.
Hi.
Um,
How are you
hey,
doing?
good. We're just taking apart Sharia's CV.
Sure. It's very interesting.
And so now I go into, if I pay some more attention, I go into work experience, and I said, okay, what is there? Oh, there's so many points. Okay, you created a push notification for daily posting by shortlisting top videos of the day and using vernacular language to target the regional audience. Like, okay, how is that relevant to management consulting? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, successfully prevented copyright infringement on the soundtracks used in the app. Okay, that's interesting. Successfully analyzed data and suggested ideas for new campaigns in the app. Okay. Okay. And then there's some design the giveaway for the community. Okay. It sort of leaves you with, okay, now I have to make my mind up about you. But what you want to do is you want to present this as a story. Why are you great at this? Okay. Why will you? What is it specifically that you have done? Okay. Now let's give this a try. Yeah. And okay. And here's another very important thing. Another very, very important thing. Applying for management consulting is not the time for modesty. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Now look, there's something very important about this. You have to show them that you are able to play that game that management consulting is. And that you actually, I mean, as a management consultant, you have to, every day you go out there and you tell them, look, this is the greatest thing. We got to all run into this direction. Here's the facts. Let's go. Yeah? You're gonna present, to be honest, rather old knowledge, yeah, to very unknowledgeable people. That's management consulting. Despite they want to make it sound more glamorous, and it's really your CV here is the test. Can you actually craft a story and portray this as great? Or yourself as great in a crispy way. So yeah. And now when I'm a partner at a consulting firm, I look at this and I say, if he writes presentations the same way he writes this, we're not gonna attract any clients. Yeah, there's no oomph in this. Okay, so let's give this a try. Let's look at your internship at TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. What sort of was in there that where you did something, and there was something you did, and it was outstanding, and it had impact. Okay. Yeah. Get familiar with the concept of impact. Consultants are always about impact. Have you moved the needle on something? Okay. And let's be certain. It's not about moving the needle on something amazingly big, but about moving the needle. Yeah? Yeah. And the second thing is, has it been you, not somebody else? Yeah. 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 If anybody said my team did this and that, my reaction is always, well, yeah, did your team do it or did you do it? Yeah. What did you do? What is something where I feel like, oh, this guy can do something. He's not just sort of sitting. The world is full of people who sit around in teams and they sort of sail along. Okay? So let's start out. Tell me more. Tell me something about your time at TikTok, and then we'll craft a story out of this.
Okay, so I started off as an operations intern, and initially my daily jobs was not hectic at all. So initially, the first few days, I was just given to review the videos and create push notifications. Since back then it was Musically, it was not TikTok, and a week later they revealed that they are going to have a merger of the two applications, TikTok and Musically. From there the workload began to increase, and I was given more important responsibilities like managing the communities, because the senior leaders they were and the managers they were more focused towards the merger than the actual community management. So I was given that task, and I was told by the India head that this was the first time an intern was given an opportunity to manage the communities altogether. So I got to manage two communities, and back then, since there were a few lawsuits going on in the application regarding nudity or vulgar content being created, I was in charge of the reviewing of the videos. So I had to review the videos and even look at the soundtrack. So one of the major labels in music labels in India, they had sued the company for using their labels music tracks
Okay.
illegally.
Sure. Cool. So where is that story? Yeah. Okay. You just told me you came in as an intern, but rapidly were charged with responsibility, and you did great in that.
Yes.
Okay. Where is that story? It's that you saying you managed two community in the application, also operated the back-end ops and regulated the content. Yes, but you're still expecting me to understand that this was great. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want people to think you're funny, don't tell them you're funny, tell them a joke.
A joke. True.
So what needs to go in there is that you say exactly what you just told me, right? You just say, in a sort of, and you can tell stories in there. I mean, on my CV, when I applied to McKinsey, at the bottom it said, and this was 1999, please, okay? It said, e-business is the future. I just said, put it on my CV. And every single interviewer said, why did you put this on your CV? And in my mind, I said, so that we can have a great conversation about it. And then I got into discussion. So CVs are not you're not charged on sort of, you have submitted a full and complete and correct overview of your life so far. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a fucking storytelling instrument. Okay.
Yeah.
No, let's go in there. So you manage two community applications. It's sort of during the internship, senior management had to deal with a merger situation, and therefore substantial operative responsibility was handed to me. Oh, really? Interesting. Tell me more. Yeah. You have to tell them what's great. Instead of sort of 7 bullet points of tasks, you want to tell a story. And the important part is also this, with these 7 points, I never know whether you are sort of somebody who works, who needs to be told what to do, or who actually is a leader and who the question in my mind is always, can I put you in front of clients tomorrow? Yeah. And here, whenever there is the interpretation possible that you were just constantly told what to do, that's no good. You have to prove that you're the guy who does stuff. Okay, cool. So now we had the first point. We said sort of I would say quick into the internship, senior management got involved in the merger, and I was chosen because I've already proved myself. I was chosen to take on substantial operative responsibility. Interesting. Tell me more, Mr. How do you pronounce your last name?
Gulati.
Gulati. Tell me more, Mr. Gulati. You took responsibility there. What did you do? Yeah? Good. So what did you do? And don't tell me you reviewed more than 1,000 videos per day, because it's a dumbass job, yeah?
It is boring, but I had to do it.
You're not in management consulting, you're not going to review 1,000 videos. Irrelevant. Take it out, yeah?
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
So interesting. What did you do?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So one was a copyright infringement. I had to actually research on the music label company and the soundtracks they produce, because I'm from an engineering background. I had zero experience with law firms. So I was actually working in tandem with their lawyers and helping them cite the total number of music tracks which were not used, which were wrongfully claimed by the record label that were being used. So to prove them wrong, I had to.
Okay, let me interrupt you. Another beautiful aspect, yeah? And I mean, here it says, successfully prevented copyright infringement of soundtracks used in the app.
Yeah.
Okay, when I read this, I supposed there was an automated system and you pushed a button, I guess.
Okay.
Or whatever, yeah? Whatever. But what you just told me is beautiful, because as a management consultant, we constantly have to dig into stuff we haven't understood before. Constantly. That's our business. So what you have done was you have taken charge about this topic. You have worked with external expert, getting yourselves up to speed, and independently managed this process. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you took responsibility for it, and it had an impact. What was the impact? How much money did you save for the company?
They didn't let me know, but they said that it was a major win. The record label lost the case.
Sure, yeah. Wrong answer.
Okay.
Wrong answer. As a consultant, you will never say, I don't know. You will say, my guess, my estimate is, yeah? Yeah, it could be. You never say, I don't know, yeah? You always say, is it what? Is it up to 10,000, up to 100,000, up to 1 million, up to 10, up to 100 million, whatever it is. Hey, and they are not going to, your old company is not going to read this. Yeah, you can say saving the companies an estimated 100,000 euros. And the point here is not important stuff. The point here is not about the value, how much you save. You are demonstrating that you have the ability to put numbers to something, and you have the courage to put numbers to something. And they need to be roughly the right numbers. Consultants never have perfect numbers. They just act as if they have perfect numbers. And this is what you're supposed to do here. Yeah, they want to read the CV of somebody who puts numbers to stuff.
Okay.
Yeah? I mean, if you walk up to the CEO and say, dude, we could save you a ton of money in your business, but we don't know how much.
Won't make sense.
I can save you $100 million in your business. Like, oh, really? How do you know it? That's certain. I don't know it for certain, but typically, from my experience, it should be 70 to 130. So 100 should be our ballpark figure. Oh, really? How do you come up with 100? Well, you're making 3 billion in revenue. 3% is always easy. Oh, interesting. Tell me more. Yeah, that's the way it works. So here, let's go back. So what did you do? Tell me.
So basically what I did was I worked with the legal team of the company and proved the, okay. I saved, I saved, I saved
Because
approximately.
this again, it could be the case that you were just sort of, hey, go to the legal team, pick up these documents, photocopy them, and hand them to me. Yeah?
Independently researched and gave my analysis to the legal team, which saved the company approximately 100,000 US dollars.
Ooh, interesting. What did you do there, Mr. What did you say? Gulati.
Yeah.
Mr. Gulati. This is very interesting. And you really researched this topic and you got into this, even though you're an IT guy. Interesting. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
So what? No, wait. Now we got to put in what motivated you to do this. I mean, we got to get in the point of that you're sort of driven by impact and or you're a self-starter. So what got you into?
So the very fact that working at the company, I was treated as a full-time employee, and seeing my company getting into a loss because of a false lawsuit, I had to take some initiative. So
Yes.
I
Again, what happened exactly? Did you uncover something, or did you take initiative? Tell me that you took in which way did you take initiative?
I took initiative in actually researching because the lawsuit was false, and the India head himself had told us that all the allegations were false and he needed help with us. So I jumped aboard the project and researched on the what songs were being used, which were being used in the application, and we found that less than even 1% of the claims which the person had said, the legal suit had claimed that was true. Just less than 1% of the things.
Okay, good. So let's put this all into a neat story. Where did it start with your initiative, and where did you self-reliantly pick up a new topic and had impact?
Okay, so it was during a meeting. We used to have a daily morning meeting with the China team. My manager was from China, so they were the ones being served papers by the Indian lawsuit. So they said they told the India head, the company head of the country, to look into the matter and help them get away from this because it was a wrong claim. So the country head, he asked if someone was ready to help, and I just raised my hand.
Yeah, nice. Okay, how do you put this into sort of? Yeah, I took the initiative to dig into wrongful claims. Researched the legal aspects, briefed the legal team. It's very interesting. You briefed the legal team. That's amazing. That's good shit, man. and saved the company $100,000. Nice. I want you in my company. Yeah, this changed. Okay, we moved from successfully prevent the copyright infringement. You moved from sort of clutter on the page to a story. Yeah, this is amazing. Nice, good. And then let's never have more than 3 points under one work experience. Nobody reads this. Yeah?
Okay.
It becomes just stuff on the page.
Okay.
Good. So what else? What was the third biggest, greatest, impactful thing you did there?
Okay, so I took an initiative and started a campaign, a mini campaign inside one of the communities, and it increased the engagement of the total application by approximately 30 or 40% in a week.
Nice. What was your initiative? What did you do?
Okay, so
how did you take initiative here?
Yeah, so basically I was in charge of the comedy group and the food group. So the food group was not doing so well since the previous community manager was from China and they didn't understand the type of the Indian culture. So they were not able to manage the people properly because they didn't know what quality of content was being produced every day. So I took an initiative and I gamified it completely. And I just gamified it by saying that, okay, whoever produces for example, 5 good videos in 2 days, we will boost their content and we will give them more exposure inside the community itself, the community challenge of sort. So doing that, usually only 5 or 6 people used to be active in the community. After taking that initiative, more than 30 or 40 people joined the new community and started taking part in the challenge.
Awesome. Where is that here? Where is that here? Where did you try to relay this amazing story?
I didn't do it.
What? Oh, you
I
did?
didn't put it. Yeah.
Did you put a sentence on this here?
The manage 2 communities. That's it. Manage the first point.
Oh, it's in that first point. That's a very well hidden story. Okay, that's good. That's great. That's amazing. Yeah. So sort of, you took the initiative to do this and that, and actually put the words there. I took the initiative to do this and that. Yeah. Don't let people guess whether you took the initiative. I took the initiative to do this and that, gamified it based on my own concept. Yeah, or I developed a concept to gamify it, implemented this, and drove participation 4x. You moved it from what to what? From 5 to 40.
Yeah, 5 to 40.
Yeah, awesome. You 8-fold participation rate. Doesn't matter that it was 5 to 40. Yeah, yeah. Later on, we'll do 5 million to 40 million, but always put the amazing number. This is not the time for modesty. Oh, really? You drove engagement 8-fold through gamification? Yes. Wow. Tell me more. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff we want. And then people will say like, wow, God damn it, this must be the best intern they ever had. I mean, this guy, what? In what? Let me look at this. In what? In fucking 2 months, you saved $100,000. You drove participation 8-fold, and what was the first thing? And yeah, and of course you were handed responsibility easily. Wow, that is a guy. Huh? Yeah. This is the kind of way you wanna write your CVs, yeah. So that people are like, God damn, this is amazing.
Okay, so what I'm interpreting from our conversation yet is, instead of having these boring bullet points, make it into small stories, like 3 stories.
Exactly. Yeah. Make it into interesting stories. Don't punish your reader with your CV. Yeah. The most important part is, don't expect that they think. Okay? When they look at a CV, their mind is blank. And they're ready, they're willing to absorb. They're in a mode where they say, where are the gems? Where are the gems? Where are the, oh, here's the gem. Yeah? They don't go, could this be a gem? Could this be a gem? It's exhausting. Yeah?
Okay.
So say, they want a gem? Give them a gem. Yeah? Here I am. Here's the gem. Here. Yeah? Because there's a huge stack of CVs. Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't be modest here, but be good. So that was amazing. I mean, I'm impressed now. I wasn't impressed before. No, I'm impressed. That's pretty good stuff. Let's look at. Oh, we've already spent 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's look. I think we've understood that aspect. Let's look at these leadership experiences, and let's look at the education part here. Yeah, it's also, project on staircase, climbing wheelchair, built the Bluetooth module for controlling the wheelchair with a smartphone using AtMeg and Arduino. Yeah, it's sort of, where's the story here?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is in that project? What was the amazing thing you did in that project? Yeah, which problem did you solve? What
accessibility? Yeah, I can use that.
Yeah. How was this used? What is, it's always, because here's what's going on in my mind. If I read this project and staircase with Bluetooth module and so on, I mean, I've built lots of stuff like this in later on in my life after management consulting. This could be something I can do with a bit of YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be or could not be. Maybe it was something amazing you did there and some real tough problem you solved there. Something that hasn't been done before, whatever it is. But now it sounds like you use an AdMega and an Arduino and you control the wheelchair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, maybe it's great, maybe not. I don't know. Tell me. Yeah? You need to tell it, relay that. Okay, let's look at the leadership experiences down there, because this is more interesting. You're putting a huge section on leadership experiences. This is sort of odd because...
It's because of the formatting.
Huh?
It's because of the formatting, I guess.
No, it's the formatting. It's odd because typically people would say my education, work experience, and then other. And if you were a leader somewhere, then it would be either at work or in extracurricular activities or outside of work. But I don't get this section. It says, what does it say? It says you were on campus chapter chairman and...
Okay, since I'm currently in my university, I'm at the university level, I'm the final year. So I just thought of putting the relevant leadership experience I've had as a separate point, a separate section itself.
Yeah. Don't call it leadership experiences. This is I know I like in your face, but okay, I'm just checking the questions here. One I just answered. A photo in the curriculum depends. In the US, you must not add a photo. It's forbidden. In Europe, people typically add photos like that. I do not add photos. Although, I don't know, did I add one to my... Not for the US. In the US, you're not allowed to add a photo. You're not even allowed to put your age, your gender, I don't know, but no age, all these discrimination issues. Okay, now let's talk about the leadership experience. It's sort of artificial to me. Yeah, it's like if you want people to think you're funny, don't tell them you're funny, tell them a joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a leader, don't tell them you're a leader. Show that you're a leader. And I think you're showing it. And if there's this voice challenge, let's just look at your first point. Okay.
All right.
You are responsible for increasing the size of the student body by 405% in 2 years and hosting national and international events on campus and connecting the student body with other on-campus chapters of the Institute. Well, this sounds interesting, but it isn't yet interesting. Yeah? Okay. So what are we going to do here? Tell me a bit about this. What was the 405%? I mean, did you do it? Or was this just, was this sort of an initiative you just stumbled into, or?
Okay, so the Institute of Engineering and Technology, it's a UK-based institute for all the engineering engineering universities and companies throughout the world. And I was the founding chairman of my campus's on-campus chapter.
You were the founding chairman.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say it here.
Yeah.
God, that you founded it. Okay, put it there. You were the God, you were the founding chairman. Wow. Cool. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
now, I mean, you start with I was the founding chairman. Now it's easy. I mean, now you're just gonna put the cards on the table. Yeah? You're gonna be like, bam, increase the student body by 400% in 2 years. Yeah. And then And then also there's hosting national and international events on campus.
Yeah.
Don't be so generic. Yeah. I mean, give us specific examples. Yeah.
Okay.
That actually show that the internationality and give numbers. Yeah. I mean, just
Okay.
put that. Hosted 10 national and international events, e.g. this and this and that, and
Okay.
use something that's flashy. Okay, what was the best event there? Use the best example to make the concept come alive.
Okay, so the best one was called the Present Around the World, PATW. That's what the IETP guys call it. So PATW was hosted on our campus. I was responsible for managing it completely, and people from four countries had come to participate in the India round on campus. So, and there were footfall of approximately 3,000 people.
There were what with 3,000 people?
A footfall of 3,000 people who attended and participated in the event, and and people from other countries had come to participate as well.
Wow. Yeah. Organized and hosted national international events, e.g. this event, 3,000 people attendance, speakers from 4 countries. Oh, wow, this guy, I can send him abroad. Yeah, good. And good, that was amazing. Now, here's what was this networking, the next one here? What I'm looking for now is, have you dealt with senior people? That's important. Yeah, we gotta put you in front of senior managers on day one. Have you dealt with senior people before? And that's important.
Yes, I have. As I was a networking head, my job itself was to connect with the senior people across industries in my city, local and even at the MNCs. That is actually how I connected with the partner at McKinsey and one of the CEOs of a Fortune 500 company who is based in Mumbai, and a budding entrepreneurship venture which is being run by a Harvard Business School graduate in my city. So, and I have met all of them personally, apart from the McKinsey guy whom I am scheduled to meet in a few days. And I have worked, actually, the baby Chakra was the venture by the Harvard Business School graduate. So I've worked with her closely after the meetings.
Yeah, good. Now that's a story here. Yeah. So you're gonna play these cards. You're gonna say I networked with Fortune 500 CEOs, McKinsey partner, blah, blah, blah. And put this there so I can say, oh, this guy actually knows how to deal with senior people. Yeah? And you're going to put, and always, the important part is, and people tend to write their CVs too generically. Yeah? Rather, put in the best example to make the concept come alive in the mind of the reader. Yeah?
Okay.
If you tell me I worked with the top entrepreneurs and businessmen of the country via online and offline sessions.
Very generic, boring.
What maybe amazing, maybe not. Yeah. If you tell me I personally recruited a Fortune 500 CEO into being available for, I don't know what you did there, for these students. I'd be like, did that? How did you do it? I want to recruit Fortune 500 CEOs into becoming my clients. Maybe we have a deal here. Yeah. Understand? I mean, if you've done something like that, just fucking squeeze it for all its juice. I mean, it's a Fortune 500 CEO you got, and you sort of hit him up. That's a huge story, and it's nowhere.
That was basically just a cold call I did at LinkedIn, and somehow it worked. It was just a shot in the dark.
This is so amazing. Yeah. This is so absolutely outstanding. You had the guts to do a cold call with a Fortune 500 CEO, and you got him into your program. God, this is amazing, and it's nowhere in your CV. So, bloody hell, put it in there. Okay, they're gonna be singing and dancing when they read your CV. Praise the Lord that they found you. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that needs to go in there. Okay, connect those entrepreneurs and businessmen via online and offline sessions. Yeah, I cold called a Fortune 500 CEO and recruited him to get into my networking program. People will be reading this and saying, "Tell me more." Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Fucking bring out the story. Okay. There was a question in the chat that says, "Can I write 2 pages?" I strongly disencourage 2 pages. I hate 2 pages. I don't read the second page. It's typically just blah on the second page. But we discussed this before the guys joined. So just 1 page. Good. And then let's see here. Practical skills. I always love the practical skills section. I love it. Especially
Microsoft Office.
Especially when people put Microsoft Office in.
I know. It's a redundant.
Sometimes they even have, how good am I at Word versus how good am I at Excel? Yeah, it's fucking hell, man. If in your generation you don't know your Excel, don't put I can do Microsoft Office. Yeah? Don't. Yeah. Practical skills. No, it's either, I mean, I wouldn't call it practical skills. I always call this section other. Languages is important. Native Hindi, fluent in English, fine.
Yeah.
If there's any minor language skills, put them there as well. It's always cool to have more languages.
Okay.
And then with IT, I mean, it's sort of either you really know something
or you don't know.
That is sort of outstanding. Yeah, I know artificial intelligence and cutting edge. I mean, the fact that you can do C++, I mean, aren't you an IT major? I mean,
yeah.
This is, now let's go back to this. You're writing your CV for the kind of job you're applying. Yeah. If you write a CV for an IT firm, you're going to detail, you will tell which technologies, what's my stack. Yeah. Do I know C++? Do I know whatever I know, right? But this is management consulting. How is this relevant for management consulting? You know, Python, Java, C++, Unity, Android Studio. Yeah. You're not applying as a developer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have done anything that remotely resembles artificial intelligence, you should put it there.
I'm actually pursuing a course in my computer engineering. We have 2 subjects, machine learning and artificial intelligence.
Awesome. Put this stuff there. I mean, put the stuff there that's sellable. And we're an artificial intelligence guy. Yeah. Okay. This is amazing. I've put the cutting edge stuff there. With data analysis, it would be very interesting to understand whether you can really do data analysis and what are your skills there. Yeah, are you a guy we can put on a project where you can deal with large, messy data sets? Yeah, with data you get from clients, it's one of the things I teach on day 1. The question is not, is the data correct? The question is, in what way is it wrong? Yeah. If anybody tells me I took the client's data, I said, no, you don't take client data. Tell me first what you found out, in which way it is wrong. So data analysis is an own skill and an art. Yeah. sort of this is something highly relevant. If you can deal with large data sets, messy data sets, data cleanup, anything, any IT skill that is relevant to consulting, that should go there, but not, I know this technology, I know data analysis.
Okay.
If you can build the most amazing Excel models, this would be relevant. Or if you can do algorithms in R or in MATLAB or so, or if you can calculate these and this AI stuff. I mean, all the projects at the moment are AI and digitalization.
Okay.
This should go in there.
Okay, so instead of just plainly writing data analysis, can I switch it to data analysis using R or using Python or whatever? Or
maybe the guy who reads this has no idea about what R is. Yeah.
okay.
You're gonna put it there, but again, you gotta tell a story. Yeah. Sort of. I would always put just. Why don't you put there key IT skills relevant to management consulting?
Yeah.
I mean, give them what they want. What can this guy do? Yeah. Yeah. And analyze, analyze and interpret large, messy data sets using R and so on. Yeah. You building that kind of model using machine learning and thing. Oh, really? This guy can do this. Interesting. Yeah. And maybe find the third point. And then this is cool. And this is amazing. But this is not about you're not interview. Okay. Good. Now this is gonna become amazing.
Yeah.
So good. Here's your this again, you said it's old, right? It says
yeah. Yeah.
Good. Let me ask you a question. A CPA of 6.15 out of 10.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound exceptional.
It's not exceptional. It's not. I was focused more on my extracurriculars. So yeah, I messed up in the first year.
Look, and take it out.
Okay.
Nobody forces you to put this stuff there. You only put what's amazing.
Okay.
And then they read this and they say, fucking hell, this is amazing. And then somebody finds out and says, well, he doesn't have great grades. Yeah, well, let's still ask the guy. I mean, why didn't he have great grades? And then you've got a chance to explain this. But don't put it there. You're not forced to put it there. This is your CV.
All right. Yeah.
Don't only put the outstanding stuff there.
All right.
Yeah. Good.
I had another question, which is not regarding the CV review right now.
Yes.
When we had an initial conversation, you had asked me to take the personality test, the 16 personality test.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, can you tell me more about it? I am an ENTJ.
Yeah, a field marshal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule the world, and everybody will know it. That's you.
So how is it relevant to the management consulting industry?
Oh, I'm the type that's least suited to management consulting in the last 10 years. So it's more about learning who you are and knowing what to do and how to handle yourself. It just helps me to understand who you are. There's no right and wrong there, but there's incredibly helpful literature to find out who you are and what you do there. The ENTJs are amazing conceptual thinkers, broad-ranging. They have a plan. They this is it. They typically have an easy time in management consulting.
Okay. That's a good thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, just I highly recommend reading up on. There's great books out there. Just put ENTJ in Google and see what you can learn about yourself.
Okay.
We are not very free. Our mind is not free, but it's good. But I can see how your CV fits together with sort of your personality type. It's good. It's amazing. Good. Now, homework, rework it, send it to me again.
Yes, I will send it to you. I'll send it to you as soon as I'm done. And I had another question. Like, I am looking at pursuing a master's in management, an MIM degree. It's quite popular in the Europe, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at a master's in management in Canada or Europe. Both options I'm looking.
Yeah.
So one of the business schools, their flagship program is not the MIM program, but it's a bachelor's degree. Okay, that their flagship program is a bachelor's degree from where MBB recruits the most. And the master's in management guys, they don't get as much exposure or networking opportunities as such. So will it hamper my chances in any ways if I go for that program?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat it in a
Okay.
quick version? My attention span is very limited.
All right, so I'll shorten it right away. One of the target schools at MBB in Canada, that target school's flagship program is a bachelor's degree program, not a master's degree. And from the bachelor's degree program, the MBB recruits the most, and master's guys, they get neglected a bit. So how do I tackle that if I go for that program?
I still don't understand the question. It's about, look, don't worry about that.
Okay.
I did a master's in international taxation. I'm a lawyer by training.
Oh, wow.
And they recruited me from there. Just general life advice. Don't try to anticipate the future too much. Don't. Choose a program where you research the professors and you think these professors can really teach me something. These are the people I want to hang around with. This is something content-wise that I love doing. This is something where I will have great and amazing grades. Yeah. And then you'll make it in there. Yeah. You can go to the best program in the world if you have this grade point ever. They're not gonna look at your CV.
Okay.
They are not that. Believe me. The inside view is they are not that structured as you think.
Okay.
Right? And recruiting is a struggle, and finding the best people is a struggle. They want to see you. Yeah. So come up with an amazing story, an amazing CD, and you see, one of the key problems of progressing in a consulting career is the question: can you build a story of your own at some point in your career? Yeah? Can you stand for something? Okay. If you're somebody who has just oriented themselves on, okay, I want to get into the best program and do this and that, where is you in there? Where is something, what is the stuff you will take and build a new practice inside of the consulting firm? Where have you shown that you have a vision of stuff you want to do and it's coherent and there's more of a story behind this than, oh, I chose it because it was the most likely that you would be recruiting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
it's not very exciting. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just use other criteria.
All right. And one more thing, I have not yet figured out a way on writing an apt cover letter for the MBB internships. So, like, what should I put in there?
Okay, we can do a separate session on this, but here's a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's a small preview. There's always 3 paragraphs, and take note. It's 3 paragraphs. Paragraph 1. Why is this an amazing company? Yeah. I want to apply at McKinsey because you are great, and I've read this, and I've looked this up, and I know that you're fantastic. Second paragraph. Why am I fantastic? Yeah. Done this and that, and pick out your best stories. Third part. How will I add value at your company?
Okay.
Again, craft a story. This is not about you knowing what you're going to do there, but showing that you have an idea what you could do there. One of the most successful guys I know at McKinsey, he's amazing. He's absolutely outstanding. He already wrote, I want to do customer marketing spend effectiveness at McKinsey because I think currently you're not good at this. I've done this in my PhD, and I want to join the firm and build marketing spend effectiveness as a major product of McKinsey. Wow. Doesn't matter if he's going to do marketing spend effectiveness. Yeah. But it's something you have to say, I have an idea coming in and I will do this. It's 3 paragraphs. Why is the company great? Why are you great? How are you going to add value? That's it. Never more than 1 page. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Good. More questions from you?
I think I'm good with this. I'll start working on my resume by your guidelines.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll post in the group. We'll post the before and after version. Okay.
Perfect.
Good. And then there was more questions. For graduate students, which should I focus on more on my application to consulting? GMAT, school reputation. What is this? Work experience. Okay. Watch our video here. That will tell you more about that. If you missed the start, we'll post the whole thing. What is the certain threshold of grade that I should pass for McKinsey? It depends on the school. Actually, you can ask McKinsey what their threshold is. They differentiate by school. But grades are a threshold, period. You need to have amazing grades, otherwise there's no way in.
Okay.
Different for different McKinsey, different countries, but it's different by school. They know for each German university, they know what grade threshold they expect. Oh yeah, scientific publications. Look, Kevin, anything that's amazing you put in. Yeah? Anything that's amazing. This is your time to create a firework. Anything that's amazing, but never put in stuff just to put it in. We've discussed this a lot today. Don't put in all these, tell an amazing story. If you put in a publication, why is this publication great? Don't mistake this with an application for a professorship. If you apply for a professorship, you have this huge list of publications. But the point is to have what? A huge list of publications. That's the only point. Here, people couldn't care less about publications, but they care, oh, why is this amazing? So anything, put in anything. Okay. As I said, I put business is the future on my CV, just at the bottom. Anything. This is your show. Don't. Great. Any more questions?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Our group chat is good as well. Well, that was a lot of fun. Send us your next version. This is going to be cool.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Okay, great. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Andy?